Hello class, this is a video tutorial on more examples utilizing the sum and differences of trig identities. So here we go. So for this one we are given that tan of A is negative 3 on 4, cos of B is 5 on 13. We're being told also that A is obtuse and B is an acute angle. From that information, we need to find the sum of sine and the sum of tan. And now we want this in exact ratios. Well, for this, I hope you can see we actually won't be using these exact trig ratios, but we can find exact ratios based on these ones here. So tan of A, whenever we see this, we should be imagining the most basic triangles where we have tan of A. Let's call A here, and opposite over opposite over adjacent, so it's 3 on 4. And from here, I hope you can very easily see this would be a Pythagorean triad where this is 5. Now, as for cos B, exact same logic. I'm drawing this not to scale. Let's make that a little bit more, whatever. There we go. That would be adjacent over hypotenuse, so 5, 13. And B is here. From here, just doing a quick check on this one. Square root of 13 squared minus 5. This side here should be 12, and I hope you can very easily figure out how we do that. Now from here we should always take into account that A is obtuse, meaning that this must be in quadrant 2. So A is a quadrant 2 angle, and B, being acute, is just in quadrant 1, so all our ratios will be positive from here. Well, now that we have these triangles, we can solve these ratios. So sine of A plus B, well, this is going to be sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. Well, from that, we can now use this triangle based off the information to solve these exact ratios. So sine A is opposites over hypotenuse. This is 3 on 5. Now, since this is in quadrant 2, sine of A is still positive, so that stays as it is. Cos B, we already have here, that's times 5 on 13 plus cos of A is now going to be 4 on 5, but since it's an obtuse angle in quadrant 2, cos is negative in quadrant 2, so negative 4 on 5 times sine B. Sine B is in quadrant 1, 12 over 13. That stays as it is. Well, from here, we simply simplify, keeping everything in exact form. The 5's cancel here. Just looking closer to here if there's anything that can cancel. Doesn't seem like I can find any here. So this simply becomes 3 on 13 minus, just multiplying these two fractions straight into my calculator. 4/5 times 12 on 13. It's going to be 48 on 65. And straight into my calculator for these, 3 on 13 minus 48 on 65. I get negative 33 on 65. So sine of A plus B in this scenario is negative 33 on 65 in exact form. Now that you've seen this problem, I hope you can deduce how to figure out this next one. Okay, so here we go. Tan of A plus B, Well, that's going to use the sum identity here. Tan of a plus b is tan a. Actually, just rather than rewrite it, we'll start substituting straight away. It's very easy to read from here. So the first one is tan a. Well, tan a, we've already figured out, is negative 3/4. So negative 3 on 4 plus, following the identity here, plus tan b. Tan b is 12 on 5. That is our numerator, divided by, our denominator is going to be, since we're taking the sum, it's going to be 1 minus. So 1 minus of tan a times tan b. So negative 3/4 times 12 on 5. Now from here, we really could just chuck all of this into our calculator, which is exactly what I'm going to do. This numerator, this time I'll show you what I'm typing in. Just throwing the numerator in, negative 3 on 4, plus 12 on 5. Our numerator is 33 on 20, divided by, chucking everything in our denominator, so 1 minus negative 3/4 times 12 on 5. Oops. This gives me 14 on 5. And lastly, 33 on 20 divided by 14 on 5. And this gives me exactly 33 on 56. So this is exactly 33 on 56. So tan of a plus b, based of this scenario, gives me 33 on 56. And there we have it. So I hope that's given you an insight into how we can tackle problems such as these. Hope to see you in the next video, and best of luck.